So, Somewhere on a Lake. This is one of my favorite songs on my new album, Made for the Road. Somewhere on a Lake was written actually back in 2020 when things were not very sunny and bright, so to speak, as far as the COVID-19 pandemic. But during the intense lockdown period, I was fortunate enough to get out of Nashville and go to my family's lake home down in Alabama at Lake Martin. And while we were quarantining there, I didn't have a whole lot else going on, so I was able to do a lot of writing. And I just remember thinking about how fortunate I was, even in the midst of this global crisis, that I was able to be at one of my favorite places, which is the lake. And the thought occurred to me, I was like, man, I wish everybody could be somewhere on a lake right now, because we all need it. It was such a great place to be able to sort of forget about what was happening in the world at that time. And, I just wrote the song sort of as my hope and that everybody at some point in their lives gets to experience what I was feeling at that time. One of the things that I love about the studio version is that was actually the first song that Sean Byrne and I recorded on the Tascam 144 for the album. And if you don't know, the Tascam is a 4-track cassette tape recorder. So the whole entire album was recorded totally analog on that piece of machinery. And so we were still very much figuring out how to use this thing. And you can hear on Somewhere on a Lake, there's actually, so we recorded the song, and then when we played it back, it actually plays back a little bit different in time. And so the tuning is a little bit different. It's not perfectly A440. It's a little technical if you're not a musician, but the other thing you can hear at the end of the song, if you really listen, is a little bit of radio static, which we were kind of trying to figure out in the beginning stages of making the album. So yeah, Somewhere on a Lake was the first song that we tracked, and we just decided, instead of retracking it, we were like, we just want this to be what it is. And so radio static and all, it's there, and it's totally raw. And I put it on and close my eyes, and I'm somewhere on a lake. Hope you guys love the song.